Hey guys, it's Melissa here from Rooted Home and Garden. Do you have a lemon tree? Well, if you do, I'm sure you have a ton of lemons, and sometimes we don't use up all our lemons. So I'm going to show you what I do to use up my lemons so that they don't go to waste. Because let's face it, in my family at least, we drink lemonade and have lemon bars and all those yummy goodnesses, typically in the summertime. In the wintertime, I get too cold and I don't want to have that stuff in the wintertime. So I tend to save mine until summer, and then I can start using that stuff. So today I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I use my lemons to preserve them for summertime versus having to use them all in the wintertime. Number 1, the best thing you could absolutely do, freeze your lemons. This lemon is actually frozen. You see that? Now I have a very old lemon tree. So I'm not sure if this is a very typical thing or not, but my lemon tree still has lemons hanging on to them. And they actually last pretty long on the lemon tree. So I'm not harvesting them until I'm ready to get rid of them. I harvested these a couple of weeks ago and I placed them immediately in the freezer. Lemons can actually freeze whole. So you don't have to fuss with it. If you're realizing you're just been too busy and you don't have time to go actually out there and make something, stick them in your bucket and put them in the freezer. That's all I did. I just pulled them out about 5 minutes ago. You can absolutely freeze your whole lemons. They do last about, I'd say 3 to 5 months in the freezer. You don't want to really keep them whole like that in the freezer past that because they do start to diminish in flavor. It'll still be fine. You can still use it, but it's not going to be as flavorful if you have them in there longer, if that makes any sense. So, number 1, you can freeze your lemons. Another thing I like to do is I like to zest my lemons, and absolutely you can zest your frozen lemons. So all you have to do is take your lemon, whether it's a frozen lemon or a regular lemon, and you're just gonna zest it. Look how easy it is to zest a frozen lemon. Look at that, super easy. Oh, and it smells so good. Oh my gosh, guys, seriously, this smells amazing. So I'm gonna zest my lemons. And then we're gonna freeze the zest. So anytime a recipe calls for lemon zest, you can just pull it out of your freezer and look at, you've got lemon zest. It is cold. Ah, my hand is cold, but I'm not covered in juice. I had to get a new zester because I was using it last week when I was making some lemon bars for my family, and my zester was absolutely dull. Like I couldn't get it to work for the life of me. So I barely had any zest in that. So I got a new one. This one is working obviously fantastic. The cool about freezing zest is when you need it in a recipe, all you have to do is when you pull it out of the freezer, you just put it in your recipe. You don't have to worry about thawing it. Well, it works out really well. But the moment you zest it, it does start to lose its flavor. So we want to get this done rather quickly. And we're going to seal it up and everything right now because of that reason. And don't throw this away because we are not done with this. I want to measure actually how much zest I get from the lemon. So I kind of know exactly, is 1 lemon. Because a lot of times a recipe will say 4 lemons, 6 lemons. Well, sometimes 1 lemon's bigger than another. So I just, on average, this is an average size lemon for me. I want to just see how much it is. And this is just really for my own curiosity. So I've got my 1 tablespoon right here. I put the lemon, and I'm telling you, it's thawing really quickly. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so this one particular lemon is definitely has more than a tablespoon of zest. Look at that. All right, so maybe a tablespoon and a teaspoon. Does that look about right? I think so. All right, so that's good to know for me, for my recipes in the future. So this is my vacuum sealer. It's by Food Saver. So what I did was I took my vacuum bag, put it in this little compartment right here, lock it. Now there's 2 options, seal or vacuum seal. We don't need to vacuum seal right now because there's nothing inside of it. We're just sealing the edge, and that's it. All right, the light turned off, so we know it's done. Now we can open it again, and that's what it looks like. So put our zest inside of here. Now, obviously, when I actually go to do this entire batch, I'm going to be filling up this entire bag. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be showing you about 1 lemon, what I'm going to be doing, just to show you all the different things that I do with the lemons, which I think are pretty cool. All right there, about, what did I say? 1 tablespoon, and 1 teaspoon. So now we're gonna take our lemon zest, put it back inside. So this is the part we have to be careful because we don't want the juice coming out, and that's something that happens often with my vacuum sealer. But now we're gonna press the vacuum seal. Oops, see, we don't wanna lose any juice. When I start to lose juice, did you see how the juice just kind of goes up? That's when I turn it off. Oh shoot, hold on. I forgot to do a very important thing. We need to flatten it. I didn't flatten it because we want it to last. I'm just flattening this right now as best as I possibly can, but I'm trying to keep all the zest and juice down here. Flattening it really helps keep the air out of it. We want to get as much air as we possibly can because the air is what changes the flavor. So we're just flattening it out, making it so there's not room for air pockets is basically what I'm saying. Much better. Look at that. All right, let's try that again. Put that inside. Again, the moment I see juice start to run up, I just completely shut it off and I just have it seal instead. Lock it, vacuum seal. Looking pretty good actually. There we go. I didn't need to do it. Waiting for the light to turn off. There we go. Oh, I did lose some juice. Darn it. See, that's what happens sometimes. Oh, but it smells so good. I love the way lemon zest smells. All right, so that's number 1. All right, so we've gone over, let's see, we've frozen the lemons. We got some lemon zest. Now we can juice our lemons. Got a lemon off the tree right now. Out of curiosity, how long do your lemons stay on your tree? If you could actually put that in the comments, I would appreciate that because, like I said, my lemons will last. I probably could still be picking them in August. I think I probably have about 30 lemons left. I don't know. It's a very old tree. It actually was original to the house. The original owners had planted it. So I was just curious. Oh, so juicy. Look at this. Just juice pouring out. Let me move my frozen lemon out of the way. All right, so I'm just quartering this. That's what I'm trying to preserve the juice anyway. Okay, so now we're going to take our juicer. I'm going to take a lemon, put it inside, and watch how easy it is for me to squeeze it. Seriously. Look at that. Hardly any pressure at all. I usually do this a couple of times just to make sure I get all the lemon juice out of there. Sometimes just move it around. All right, not bad. Look at that. Now, don't throw these away. We want to keep these because it's going to be very useful to us very soon. All right, let's take the next one. All right. There we go. All right, last one. So from 1 lemon, I got 1/4 of a cup. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the average is, and I don't even know what variety this lemon is. But 1/4 of a cup, that's good to know so that when I'm freezing it and measuring it, I just know it's 1/4 of a cup. So what I'm gonna do with my lemon juice is I actually have these little freezer frozen ice cubes. My husband likes to have ice, so this is what I have. And I'm gonna put my lemon juice in each of those holes. And I'm just gonna freeze the lemon juice. I think I saw a seed. Let's see if I can get that out. Playing Mancala with this seed. Oops. Here we go. Okay, so this is how I preserve the lemon juice. All right, remember what I said to save your peels. Get a mason jar. Now, yes, we could take our peels and put them down the sink. That is actually a thing I like to do all the time because it really makes your sink smell good, especially down the garbage disposal. But what I also like to do is to make countertop cleaner. I don't buy Clorox, I use vinegar, and a lot of my vinegar is scented. So in my cabinet, I have rosemary, and I also have I have a lot of rosemary. Oh, I also have a lot of Christmas trees. So if you get live Christmas trees like I do, I take branches off of the Christmas tree and I put them in a container. What we're going to do is we're going to take our container and we're going to stick all of the lemon peels, all the leftover stuff, all the leftover goodness, and we are putting it inside our container, just like that. Now, you don't need to save the flesh, just the rinds will do just fine, and the peels as well, that'll be perfect. But any of the leftover stuff that you want to put in here, go right ahead. Oh, I smell so good. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is you're going to take vinegar. Vinegar is such a good cleaning product, and we're just going to fill this up. I don't have much left in this tub, so that's going to do for now, but that's okay. I will have to put that on my Walmart list. And there we go. This is so simple, guys. Next, you're going to want to take some parchment paper and put it on top. And the reason why we're putting the parchment paper on top is because this is metal. And like I said, vinegar is acidic. Same with lemons. Lemons are acidic as well. So if we just put this directly on top, it's going to end up sealing your lid so that it doesn't open very well. It'll rust it is basically what's going to happen. So we're going to put parchment paper over it first. Not nearly as pretty. I get it. If you have fabric, I think fabric would work too. That would be really pretty. But I don't have any of that stuff. So we're just using the parchment paper. And then for the next couple of weeks, you're just going to shake it randomly. I'd say in about 6 weeks, you're going to have a wonderful cleaner that smells absolutely fresh. And again, from your garden. So that's a fun thing to do. And so when I put it in my spray bottle, this is the spray bottle that I use. And in it, oh, I have lavender in here. That's what it is. So lavender with vinegar smells so good. So yes, you can stick anything you want in here. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill this up about halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway. And then the rest of it, you're going to dilute it with water, shake, and it's ready to go. Now, if you don't want any of the particles in here, which you really don't, especially with the spray bottle, use like some cheesecloth and kind of help get out all the gunk. This is perfect. It's going to smell so good. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. Bye.